Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Trial 2. We just met Genocide Jack yesterday. She's quite the wacky one.
Wow. Amazing.
Got the tongue of the ages.
My cat's still here, watching the game with us.
The cat is here for emotional support.
She's just sleeping. Alright, let's get into this.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school? Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
You think there's
Are you
not
sure
scissors
about
in the school?
Da-da-da-da!
Oh wow.
She's fully equipped! That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Oh my lord.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Those are some
Damn.
cool scissors.
I have no idea what's
They
going on
look like they
anymore.
could fucking stab
Could such
you,
a heinous villain really be innocent?
like by just holding them.
I mean, isn't that the whole
body
point?
really was suspended, right?
No, you don't
And
want your
nobody but
hands
the
to
police knew
fall
about
apart
that.
while you're cutting stuff with scissors.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
that's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on, there is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. I wonder who. Look at his face.
It's like, ugh.
You sussy baka.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Didn't say that. Get fucked.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh my god.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it! The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your...
Dude, I'm on fire!
I see. So now the suspicion...
And he's
falls
gonna be
on
like, but
me.
actually...
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
The second you started talking to
the way
me,
you were acting right before we
That was
discovered
pretty
the
sus,
bug
wasn't it?
was a little strange.
he said words to me.
He said words to me. He acknowledged my existence. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious.
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
How do you explain the
Nothing
carpet
strange
then?
about that, I'd
In the
say.
poster. Bitch. Bitch.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has just been added to non-stop debates. Wow. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? Fuck! What are those?
We have none of those.
In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun.
I'm spinning around and around. I'm in Spain without the A.
Monokuma File 2. Wait, how do I do the flashback?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
Look at her.
You absolutely take it.
She's ecstatic.
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Look at
The
the
victim
Byakuya and tell me
was
that's...
Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Bro. You could have looked in the girls' locker room during the investigation, but no, you sat your happy ass outside of the fucking
So,
locker
you
rooms.
said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
Oh. What?
How?
If
I
you're
love the
presented
slow
with
down
the
words.
opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
The girls.
Absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
That wasn't right.
You're supposed to highlight something and then turn that into a bullet and then shoot it at something. What? You think there's a mistake lurking in what I said?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
What? I'm so
But he was
confused.
acting weird.
I'm very confused.
How?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take
How do I speed this up again?
That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim
Control.
was Chihiro, who was a...
So of course I would suggest we check
the girls' locker
Fucking
room
missed it.
first.
there was no time for what's so I wish you'd taken me with you.
I wish you taken me with you.
Oh my god, I'm really struggling here. Oh,
You almost had it.
do I need... Wait, do I need
So, you
this?
said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room, that's a natural.
The victim
was Chihiro.
who was a
I don't
girl.
understand. How does that
You
relate?
did it.
I don't understand how those two phrases relate, though.
How would Byakuya know Chihiro was dead before
I'll
they
tell you
found the
what's so
body?
strange about that.
Because the bear announced that someone was dead.
Yeah. First off,
Because-
Oh, he
Monokuma
didn't
announced...
know. He didn't know who the... Oh.
We couldn't have known who the victim was.
As I say it, they say it. Wow.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Yeah, I do. Fuck you, bitch. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
there is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? My braid S lamp. We've got this in the bag.
The
We've
difference
got
between the
this.
cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please explain it.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Let me hit it. Thank you.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must
You're a
have
liar.
it hidden away somewhere.
I don't trust you. It was to a very specific object.
The difference? You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same...
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right!
Their voices sound amazing.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get...
I'd never seen...
Seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
That's wrong.
Yeah. What do you mean, Makoto?
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Yeah, get fucked.
Because you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Get fucked.
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Yeah, he
And the
has.
same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
I'm finding it really hard to believe that he murdered anyone right now. There's no way he can
There's
go
no
away this
way
early in the
someone who
game.
uses that
You can't take him
extension
away
cord
from me
as
this
much
early
as
like
you
that.
do
You can't just do
wouldn't
that to me.
discover that.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
But he's acting really sus and really dodging everything.
Y'all, anyone could
That's
grab
really
the
what you
extension
think.
cord.
Then your conclusion
The library is
something like
public.
this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, you didn't kill her in the girls' locker room.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved? Boom.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean Can we get to it already? Shut the fuck up.
Come on, stop beating around the bush.
Scene of the crime, goddammit.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question
This
about that.
guy's so sus. Shut the fuck up.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Why, of course I do.
I believe I do.
Are you telling me you, the smart man, didn't realize the loophole? Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moves to the crime scene, Byaku, who'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byaku had never even realized the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. I mean, if he murdered someone, I feel like he would.
Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder place. Evidence that shows it took place in another place. Evidence that shows it took place in another place.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
The way
Why
he
would
said
the girls'
boobed.
locker room have a poster like that?
He said boob.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Can you put those scissors away, please?
Meanwhile,
Thank
the
you.
boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
You know,
I
some
don't
guys
know,
can
Makoto.
dream about...
Makoto.
You're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Makoto, there's a lot of gay people in this school. You need to slow down.
This school is basically a GSA club, and that is like... that theme continues in the other games. Plus, you know, sometimes guys just want to become, like, a part of a boy band.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about.
Right, Sakura?
Right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Kyoto looks so bored.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Just like child's play.
Can you all hurry
But I
up with it
noticed
so I
that
can
after
bring
the
up the
murder,
piece of
the
evidence that
stain
I
had been
found that
totally
solves this
scrubbed
entire
away.
thing?
Ah, but you see, you've missed the most important piece of evidence.
The writing on the wall that clearly says the name of the person who did it.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Music has changed so
Why would
much in
anyone
this
do that?
trial.
Yep.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
A lot of tone
It's certainly
changes.
plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the carpet bother doing that? Huh? Why would they go to all that trouble?
Oh my god, the music again.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys'
How the
locker
fuck
room,
did she get in there?
then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
She hangs around all the boys.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
You're right, could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Yeah, she stole Leon's thing. Probably. Wow. Keep forgetting I have to click that.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I wonder what a thing is.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that,
Can I get that? No. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to maybe take that and use that for something else. Maybe?
Maybe.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
Ah! She must have hacked her e... She was the ultimate...
Actually, e-handbook. And then it said...
No, I don't... She used the... Huh? I'm talking
Leon's
about...
handbook.
of course. If she had that, she could
Yeah,
get
no,
into
I
the
need to
boys'
take
locker
Leon's
room, no
handbook and
problem.
use it on that first phrase.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
Ah! She must have hacked... She was the ultimate... I'm sure that would have...
No, I don't...
She used the thing that...
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
What?
She had that. She could
Get into the boys' locker room, no problem.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have...
Ah! I've got... She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No?
Maybe just try shooting Leon's handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
Ah! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the
You said
ultimate
shoot
programmer.
Leon's
I'm sure that would-
handbook?
No, I don't...
Yeah.
She used the thing... Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's
I don't know about that.
handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Don't worry, Hero. I'm just
Plus,
surprised you tried.
Isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Brain.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya!
Oh my god. Is that it then? Hiro was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Oh my god,
I
Kyoko.
agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
It's the first time you spoke at this entire trial.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Oh my god.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
She could have stole somebody's handbook.
Well,
Y'all are
to
just
explain
ignoring
that.
that.
Why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
We allowed to do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Wow.
For real?
Can we go on this slide?
Show us. It's
Can we go on
be
the
boring or I'll be
swings?
very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Before I even knew it was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. Wow. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
Wow, the girls' locker room.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Just one more time. You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Sakura's not afraid.
Girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, here I go.
My god, you see that, Talon? I'm dead.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Hiro's actually a guy.
Not possible. It's not possible.
Wow. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I'm astonished.
It's really true?
Chihiro was... guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy. He was a cross-dresser? what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Kyoko, why didn't you just say it instead of making somebody touch the body?
I mean, who would believe that, really, though? They'd be like, what? You're bullshit. You're the murderer.
I mean, she could at least, like, try to say it at first, and then they're like, oh, bullshit. And then she's like, hey, can we, like, take a recess so I can prove my point?
Let's resume the
Probably.
class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbooks to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
I don't know how to feel about this.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
And we'll learn if
Without a
Makoto...
doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
And we'll learn about Makoto's reasoning next time on Danganronpa. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.